it's Laura. I am bringing you kind of a haul. It's sort of a lingerie haul. It's all hand-dyed pieces that I just did yesterday. I'm very excited about them, and I thought I would share them with you. I don't know if I've shared any of these pieces in a haul video in the past, but they were a different color. I did, so. All of these were dyed with RIT liquid dye. I am not fancy about it when I do it, but I'm just gonna go on in and show you. First of all, this that I'm wearing right now is a slip that I dyed a long time ago. And I really liked how it came out. I'll show you a little bit more if I can. So it's like purple and aqua, which is actually a color combination I've been kind of avoiding recently because I've been afraid that the yellow in the aqua color would have a bad reaction with the red and blue and the purple, but I remembered I had done this and it came out well, so I experimented a little and I did this one, which I don't like as much as the one that I'm wearing, but that's okay. I still like it a lot. This was a new old stock slip, but it had that weird kind of discoloration along fold lines as though it had been in a warehouse for 40 years. So I dyed it. Cat. I dyed it and I really like how it came out. So cute. So that was a lot of fun. If you care about seeing any tags, oops, that's the tag. And it's got a little union guy on the back. So very cute. Love that. All of these are going to go Etsy, eBay, Depop. I don't really know where yet. We'll see. All right. This next piece, I'm not really excited about. This was like an off-white kind of blouse. And I wanted to dye it because of this detail, which often will come out really cool. Sometimes the stitching, or if there's appliques or anything, sometimes that will take the dye up in a different way than the rest of the fabric. That did not happen here. Although there is an area here where it really didn't take up at all, and that's frustrating. I did actually dye this twice, so it was a lighter color, and because it had that spot, I tried to dye it again, but it really didn't improve. I'm probably still gonna list this somewhere. It's not terrible, but you know, I couldn't fix it. And I don't think this will look good as a sort of like tie-dye modeled type of thing, so I'm not gonna do that to it. And I don't know if this was vintage or not. I always have a hard time with these tags, but there's that. My Rizzo's running around being a nut, and I'm gonna try not to re-record this video. All right, this is very cute. It's just a, t-shirt, I guess. I don't know what it's made out of. I'm pretty sure this had no tags, but it's like a stretchy, oh here, there's a tag, nylon or polyester, I think. The tag is pretty faded. It's called a fine quality sweater by something. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. It's really, really faded. Oops. Whatever. I don't know that you can see that or that's focusing or anything like that, but it doesn't matter. It was off-white when I found it, and I think that it also had maybe a very light yellowed area that I couldn't get out, but I thought it would be fun to dye anyway. It came out so vibrant. I did not expect the dye to take very well. The dye that I was using is an all-purpose kind, and they also make dyes specifically for synthetics, but I didn't have any of those, so I wasn't sure how this would take. It was gorgeous, as you can see. I love this. I'm probably going to sell it just because I have a hard time wearing anything that's not a natural fiber these days, but I really like it a lot, so we'll see. All right, next up, so I'm going to show you something else before I show you the next thing that I dyed. I don't remember if I've done a haul with these or not. This is a pair of underwear, obviously, and these are vintage Carters. These are women's underwear, not girls. So that's the tag. And these are like, I want to say 60s. They're called Spanky pants, which you probably just saw on the tag. It's just cotton underwear, high-waisted granny panties. They have a nice, a good amount of coverage available, shall we say. And so there are people who, sort of look for this kind of stuff. I like these personally, actually, which was surprising to me, but the leg fits really well. This is called a band leg, this sort of ribbed cotton thing, and it just fits really nicely. It does not kind of ride up on your ass. the way that most underwear does these days, and it's high-waisted. So I really like these, but you know, obviously finding these, especially at an affordable price, is difficult. I'm not paying weirdo prices. I just want some underwear that does not go places it's not supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I had found these in a thrift store, and I thought they were vintage, but they are not. These are now dyed. They were like off-white when I found them. But let me show you the tag on these. So it is a shinier tag, but Lollipop is the brand. But you can see that the construction is basically the same as those Carter's panties. And so I picked them up thinking they were vintage. I probably didn't even look at the tag. I just snatched them. They still make these. And they're really inexpensive, but they only seem to make them in like white and cream color. It's very boring. So I thought, all right, let me take this pair that I have and I'll dye them. Now these are not my size. They're very large for me. But I thought, since I have such a hard time finding underwear that I actually like, that's not just like white or that does not stay in place, maybe I will try and order some of these. They're pretty inexpensive. You can get 3 pairs of them for like $15 or something. And they are still made. Lollipop, I think, is owned by the Vanity Fair Corporation. So, yeah, I found them on like one website. They're not super widely available, but, so I think that what I might do is try and get some and dye them. I'm going to probably sell these. I don't know where. I might try eBay and see how it does. And then maybe it'll be a fun like little thing to do on the side is get them and dye them in fun colors. I would prefer if they were like awesome prints, but I'll start with fun colors. I'll see how that goes. So, all right, that was those. Let me see. Next, I have another slip here. This is just a slip. It's made by Odette Barsa, and it was white, and then all of the detail down here on the bottom was very, very pale blue. It was almost as though it had been blue and then someone tried to pull the color out, and so it had like a hint of blue remaining. It was really pretty, but it was not showing up very well in photos or in a listing. It was pretty subtle, and I had it listed for so long and I wasn't getting any bites on it. So I finally decided, you know, let me try and dye it and see what happens. So I did. I like the result. It's a better color than just white, but the embroidery or applique didn't really, you know, I would have hoped it would have taken the dye a little differently and been a little bit more of a contrast, but it is not. It's still pretty. So that was listed on eBay, so I'm going to just like adjust the listing, take new photos. I don't know if somebody changed the waistband on this or if it just needs to be stitched a little bit, and the elastic isn't fantastic, but it's not terrible. But anyway, it's now a very pretty color, and we'll see if that helps me sell it at all. In case you care about Odette Barsa tags, it's not, let's see, it's nothing, you know, whatever. It's just, there it is. There's that. Cute. All right, let's see. What do we have next? Another one that's pretty. Came out nice. Just, this was white or maybe like off-white beige kind of color, and it has all that great lace detail. Again, it didn't really take up much differently. It's pretty consistent color, but it's still really pretty. I love this color. Usually when I do dye, I just do one color, one pot, and as I dip pieces into it, the results come out lighter and lighter as I go. This time around, I was kind of playing around with a couple pieces, a couple of pots of color. So this was a combination of aquamarine and teal, and I don't know how it came out this like mint green color, but it did. So that's okay. It's a nice color. I like it. So was that somewhere? I don't know where. Yeah. All right, let's see. Next is another slip. I think this was silk. Also was like a off-white beige kind of color, very boring. And the elastic is a little questionable. I don't have a thinner elastic. Most of these slips I could probably pull the elastic out and thread new one through, but I have to get thinner elastic for that. It's a pretty, I mean, it's annoying to do, but it doesn't take a lot of skill, just patience. So this also has some embroidery. Again, it didn't take up the color differently like I had hoped it would, but it's still pretty. It's a nice little basic hot pink basic slip. And I do like the little split front there. That's cute. So put that somewhere. I don't know if this is vintage either. I don't remember if it had a tag. I don't think so. It's really nicely made, but yeah, there we go. Okay. This one came out really pretty. Let's see, it's another half slip. And this one really did do me right with the, I don't know where the front is, but this got a lot of seams going on here. Okay, there we go. So you can see that the stitching came out darker than the slip itself. Really pretty. That's what I love when I'm dyeing lingerie. It's just a fun result to get. And then it's got that in the back. So very pretty. Who did we get made by? This was Val Mode. And here's the tag if you care. There's that. Fun. Love it. Love that. So cute. All right. This is a nightgown. This was white. The reason that I dyed this one is A, because it was white. It was boring. But I do get aggravated by people who dye things that aren't damaged. But white lingerie is a little different. You know, I've got some pieces listed currently where I just kept them white and they don't seem to get much attention. But also I've got things that are sitting for 27 years that I love, and I don't feel like I have to do anything to them to change that, whatever, I don't know. So this was white, I dyed it. It does have a little hole in the chiffon here. I don't know if you can see that. It's very wrinkly. I have not steamed it, but I love the color and the way that it came out. So pretty. And the tag is not super exciting and it's weird. Let's see. This was, who was it? Helion? I don't know. It's a very tiny little tag. Let's see. And Chatillon is, which I'm assuming is the type of nylon. All these nylons had weird little names like DuPont nylon and stuff. So a lot of fabrics had sort of proprietary names. I don't know if that's one of them. Anyway, that's cute. I'm getting so hot under these lights right now. I can't even tell you. Thankfully, we're almost done. All right. This is my second, I don't know, this might be my favorite piece, but it's at least my second, I don't know. This is just an old thermal shirt. So here's the tag for it. And it was like a cream color, but look at the way the dye, I love how this came out. It's so much fun. I had gotten this shirt for myself ages ago. I wanted to try and make it like those Free People thermals. Free People has these thermal shirts where their cuffs are all fancy. They have like lace and button, all sorts of different designs. And I kind of wanted to make my own versions of those. So I had picked this up ages ago and just never did anything with it. And now, so awesome. I love the way this came out. And it's probably because this is a 50-50 cotton polyester. So I'm assuming that, you know, the whiter threads were the polyester and the other ones were the cotton. It's just so cool. So very awesome. Excited about that. Obviously, it's too hot to wear right now. So sweaty. Can't even tell you. All right. Is this my last? No, not my last. Nope, I still have this. All right, so here's another little slip. I thought I was down to my last little thing. Has the lace. It's obviously mini slip. I don't know if somebody shortened this or not. These waistbands are all very strange. So cute though. It's just a really fun color. This was white, now it's pink. Adorable. Love it. Okay. Now this is the end. So this thing that I'm going to show you is a two-piece set by Vanity Fair. Gorgeous. But it was just all white. And I have, like I said, I have a couple that are not doing anything currently. So what I intended to do with this was I wanted to do two different colors. It's a nightgown and a peignoir. And I wanted to do, you know, two complementary but different colors. And I wasn't sure how to do it. I thought it would be cool to do like, you know, like pink with aqua or yellow with green, something, right? So I ended up doing two different shades of like orchidy kind of colors, right? So I'll show you. This is the nightgown. Came out, I love this color. It is so pretty, just a really great, this was mostly pink with a touch of purple in the dye. And I had really dyed all the other stuff first, so the water was kind of pale. I added a little bit more pink and some purple to it, and it came out so soft and pretty. I love this color. And then I added more purple into the dye before I did this, and it came out lighter than I expected it to, but it's still very pretty color. So it's, you know, the lace, just really pretty, beautiful. And you can see when you put them together, it's not a huge contrast in the color. How can I do this? I would have preferred sort of a greater contrast on these, but I still think it's really pretty. So I'm very excited about that. I did consider trying to redo it and get a little bit darker on the robe, but I decided to leave well enough alone because with my luck, I would try and redo it and it would be splotchy or something, so I don't want to do that. So pretty though. I'm so excited to post this. And I don't know if I'm going to put it on eBay or Etsy. It's a larger, you know, slightly larger size. I think it's a size 40, which is fun. Don't get larger pieces too often, so that's good. And here's the little Vanity Fair tag, which all my fat fingers are in the way of, but there it is. So that's it. That's my little lingerie dyed haul. I cannot wait to photograph these and list them. It's so exciting. I hope that you enjoyed that. Let's see. Hi. Oh, so hot. I was gonna put this on. Look at how pretty. So nice. I want to find like 7 million more of these and just do this all the time. So much fun. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon.